Oh, very good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible now. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, you are. You're audible.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the confirmation. Uh, Once again, very good evening, everyone. And today's session is a webinar on nurses on the move, exploring international education opportunities. Now, which is being organized by SFNP, which is Society for Nursing Practices. We are excited to dive into today's topic as it explores the cutting edge information about the international education opportunities. And before we dive into the topic, a small just about the organizers. Society for Nursing Practices, SFNP, is a professional association caring for people. SFNP is a non-profitable professional association meant for development in the field of nursing sciences and healthcare. SFNP is an international forum for nurses for sharing knowledge and innovation in field of nursing sciences and healthcare. SFNP aims to bring together nurses to encourage their intellectual development and providing the opportunity for networking and collaboration. Now, I would like to welcome our first speaker, expert speaker of our day, Dr. Jules Ellis B. Dazai, Research Head, Bongshire College, Sokhargan, General Santos City, Philippines. Sir, over to you, please.
Hello, good day.
Good day, sir.
Uh, am I going to start now with my presentation?
Yes, please, sir.
Let me have my share my screen first. For a while, I just having some technical difficulties. My presentation visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good day to all who are here attending this webinar. Uh, to all the nurses all around the globe, to my fellow Filipino nurses also who are attending in this webinar. I would like to welcome you all in this enriching endeavor to learn about nurses on the move, exploring international education opportunities. First, I would like to thank actually the Society for Nursing Practices for having me as a resource speaker on this topic. My enormous gratitude to them. Being also a member of SFNT, it is one of the privileges that they have given me in this kind of platform. So let me begin with my discussion with this title, Nurses on the Move, Exploring International Education Opportunities. So I am Dr. Jules Alexis B. Dahay, as introduced by the facilitator. This is my disclaimer. I am Dr. Jules Alexis Vidahay. I solely connected with Brokenshire College of Surgery Incorporated in General Santos City, Philippines, as the head of the research department. Presentations uh, Presentations are intended for educational purposes only and do not replace independent professional judgment. So here's a quick guide with our presentation, the content of my presentation. We will talk about the value of education in nursing. And then let us go through what do we really mean by international nursing education. And by then, we will be tackling about the different benefits of international nursing education for nurses and talk about the nursing experiences. Let us delve into the importance of international nursing experience. Then with the last part of my presentation, let us talk about the different opportunities that are available for nurses about nursing education in order for us nurses to enhance better our competencies in taking care of our clienteles. Now let us start with the value of nursing education. So becoming a nurse means befriending education for a lifetime. Well, this is not that surprising because being in a healthcare profession, one has to stay updated about the new developments and medical advancement taking place. So there's a popular quote by an Austrian American author named Peter Drucker. He said that today knowledge has power and it controls access to opportunity and advancement. This thought by Drucker implies very well in the nursing profession, where only knowledge and life-saving skills can help us get through with our professional journey. Also, it's very notable that a well-educated nurse, take note of this, that a well-educated nurse can make all the difference in a patient's life. Actually, there's a study conducted by Coelho in 2020. The title of this research relationship between nurse certification and clinical patient outcomes, a systematic literature review. In this study, it was revealed and found out that nursing certification have inverse relationship to patient falls and healthcare associated infection. So truly, so this makes us well-educated nurses can really make a big difference into the lives of the different clients that we are taking care of. So it is important for us to understand the value of practical care because a nurse who's treating a patient should always focus on doing what is essential for the patient in that very moment. So as far as the importance of international education for nurses is concerned, one must not forget that by studying global nursing programs, nurses can broaden their scope of growth on a global level, as every international program brings along new learning and exposes you to different methods and approaches being used worldwide. So let us now talk about international nursing education, the meaning of this. So what do we really mean when we talk about international nursing education? So the concept of international nursing education has been quite popular among inspiring nurses. However, this is what I have quote, before choosing a path, it's important to know what direction it will lead to. So before choosing an international path to study nursing programs, here's a little information about what exactly international education for nurses is and how does it benefit us nurses in the long run. So international study programs for nurses have different training models. We have to take note of this, that there's a lot of training models depending on the area of specialization and on the demographic structure of the country. So if a nurse from an emerging nation goes to a developed nation, example, me as a Filipino nurse goes to a developed nation or a country just like the United States of America or Canada or UK, there's a difference going on, that you need to experience. So there can be a lot of challenges that we encounter. There can be challenges in terms of understanding different work ethics and adapting to multicultural environment. So these are some of those challenges that we encounter as nurses. However, we have to take note, nurses with a broad mindset and a zeal to learn, one can notice the graph of personal growth and development rising upward. So that's one thing that we need to remember, even though there are a lot of challenges that we encounter in terms about international nursing education. So let us now proceed into what really the benefits of international nursing education. So I have listed here 6. Actually, we could capsulize many of the benefits into this 6 benefits of international nursing education. So first, we benefit of international nursing education, it opened a gateway of opportunities and utilized skills taught in the curriculum. So by acquiring knowledge in a foreign country, nurses can open this gateway, of opportunities. So one gets to shape a broader perspective about patient care by treating a variety of patients with varying illnesses. So as we go with the different type of scope, different type of places, we encounter a lot different also kinds of illnesses. However, one must not forget that the focus is always towards prioritizing the best interest of patient and work towards it. And then another benefit that about international nursing education is to the exposure to internationally recognized programs. So hands-on nursing care is seen as one of the parameters to determine a successful learning experience, and majority the internationally recognized programs can expose us to such opportunities. And then third, the benefit that we could be able to get with international nursing education is we get to review traditional practices. So we have to remember that we can actually start looking at the healthcare with a new perspective. As you move out from your environment, for example, from my environment here in the Philippines, we move out from our comfort and observe the practices in a new place. So don't be although this is one of many adjustments that nurses will be experiencing. So learning a new way other countries provide healthcare service can make you review your traditional practices too. So example, in a developed country, just like in the United States, nursing education there is highly advanced compared to some undeveloped countries. Just like in the United States, teaching nursing students in a highly advanced simulation room. So there are a lot of new innovations already being taught to the students. The fourth benefit that we could be able to get is we stepped towards joining emerging global community. So studying nursing programs abroad could be your first step toward joining emerging global community. So being around with students hailing from different backgrounds, one can learn a variety of disciplines and their implications in the patient care practices. So example, uh, just like a lot of practices, just like in Global Nation University, uh, in Annexed Certification Europe, if you would like to enhance your skills as a healthcare professional. So those are just some of the opportunities when we step into connecting with global community. The fifth one is we help build. This is one interesting. We help build nursing research skills. So when one chooses to study, it brings forth potential for working opportunities that can help us to build nursing research skills. So just like example, me, I am connected uh, with SFMP. So they also provide a lot of avenue for the nursing education in nursing research. So these skills prove to be helpful in understanding different healthcare delivery systems. Then lastly, we got to share, you know, our knowledge and skills from our own country as well. So nursing education in different demographical setting can also bring forward an opportunity to share the skills and knowledge from your country, from where you come from. However, it is very important to keep an open mind because as what I have mentioned a while ago, the technologies, the methodologies from other country varies from country to country. So it's very important to keep an open mind to grow professionally and take criticisms in your stride because it might be your practices might be already an obsolete one compared to other countries. So I'd just like to share uh, some in my country in the Philippines. One good example in Our Lady of Fatima University, they have this state-of-the-art simulation center. So they have highly advanced technological teaching nursing skills and real-life depiction that that creates critical thinking and increases appreciation of nursing care among their students. So now, what's then the importance of international nursing experience? So by working different locations, one develops insights on how to process of sharing information varies from country to country that I mentioned a while ago. So apart from this, it also enhances the quality of nursing care being provided. So from your end, say if you would like to work in native country, the set norms and parameters would have been understood to you, and no new practices would have been taken into consideration. However, in foreign land, one tends to be extra observant and careful while delivering treatment to patients. So if you start working as an internationally educated nurse, example in Canada or in the United States, you can observe how there's a fair share of priority given to patient care. So there's already an intense prioritization, no? We about patient-centered care. So if you would like to be an international educated nurse in Canada or in the USA, this is what we're going to expect. So nurses can actually be the decision makers and make the right call whenever required. So not only this, but nursing professionals also have life separate from their professional from their professional boundaries. So by working in different locations, so one also develops insight on how the process of sharing information varies from country to country. So that's now about nursing experience. So what's then now the different opportunities that we could be able to get? So later I will going to share to you some of my experiences in terms of international nursing education. So opportunities. So once you become a registered nurse, there can be multiple pathways lie ahead, and you have to choose the path you associate with the most. So example, if you are in renal care, you go with renal care. You go if you're in emergency care, you go for emergency care, or for you're in nursing research or in nursing leadership, executive leadership. So you have to go with those kind of path and opportunities in order for you to enhance more your competency as a nurse. So this is a field that you would like to specialize with. Say if you are a registered nurse, example in Canada or in the USA, the country with the highest requirement of nursing professional, the opportunities can be on a broader scale. Just like in the USA, they have advanced practice nursing. Example, here in the Philippines, we don't have that advanced practice nursing. They have certified nurse anesthetists. So they also have certified nurse practitioner. So they work hand in hand with doctors. The anesthetists, they give an anesthesia in their own, but they are trained, they are well-educated nurses. So you can choose to work in a general healthcare setting, or you could select a discipline to specialize in, just like I mentioned, whatever the area of your desire as a nurse, and it also choose the kind of medical environment that reaches you closer to your goals. So as a nurse, it's very important also to set goals for your professional career. So when you started as a staff nurse or you're working as a nurse in a clinic, you have to level up. You need to have a plan in your nursing career, what you would like to specialize with later on, what would skills that you'd like to advance and you'd like to be expert with. So we have to have that kind of plan as a nurse. So don't just stay being a staff nurse, being a nurse in the clinic, but we also have to desire for more than that, as a professional nurse. So trusting the facts, example in different kinds of board, example in Board of Canada, in Board of Nursing in the United States, the country that crunch with a shortage of nursing professionals as compared to the ever-increasing number of ill patients in a need of a healthcare service. So example, in Canada's population, it's already ages. So annual demand for nurses actually increases. It rises actually to example for 3.4%. So for all the nursing professionals looking around for international working opportunities, example, Canada and the USA is one of the top in the chart when it comes to exploring multicultural work experience with a vision of adding value to the healthcare system. So here are some of I would like to share with you that I personal experience in terms of international nursing education, because the key I would like to with my fellow nurses, the key to achieve or to have this kind of experience is always connection. So just like with my experience, I've been connected with different professionals, colleagues in the nursing professions. Uh, it will direct you to many opportunities. So just like example, we would like to in Sweden. I am also have certifications. So in Swedish Council for Higher Education. So they also provide opportunities to enhance our nursing skills. Uh, Athena Global Education, or the Uni Athena. This is actually a distance learning platform that provided short courses. It is actually free. The course is actually free, but if you'd like to have your diploma or you'd like to have your certificate, you have to pay a little amount of it. So just like me, I have a diploma in healthcare management, diploma in public health administration. I also diploma in research skills that that I have obtained from Uni Astina. So actually, just a quick uh, overview of my experience with that started in time of pandemic. So as you know, there are a lot of distance learning emerged in time of pandemic. So instead of just staying at home doing nothing, I opted and searched for many platforms to learn, and I found this Uni Athena, and it's free. And but the certifications and the diploma, you're going to pay a certain amount. They also tie up with Acacia University, so in Arizona. So actually, I have uh, two mastering courses obtained from Acacia University. My Total Quality Management, or TQM, and also with my mastering course in Lean Operations, I obtained that in Acacia University. So they also tie up with Athena Global Education, if you like to. They also give they also provide doctoral and master's degree programs. So but Acacia University also give free uh, educational materials. But if you'd like to have your certification or diploma, you have to pay a certain amount. Another one, Global Nation Open University. I obtained my honorary doctorate here. Uh, Global Nation Open University also provide varied courses in nursing, in health, and education. So they offer actually cheaper amount of tuition fees in Global Nation Open University. Uh, just recently, I've been connected with DIFICO, or the job Francois University. So it's in US, in United Kingdom. It's in USA and United Kingdom. So they also provide various of courses for nurses. And I am also like to share this with Annexus. So I've been connected with Annexus. I found this in the internet about Lean Six Sigma. So Lean Six Sigma is a very good skill that nurses learn, they could apply in healthcare to make our processes, our procedures lean, and it will lead us to an more efficient processes. So my certification for Lean Six Sigma as a yellow belt, I obtained that from Annexus Certification Denmark. So they have a lot of consultancy. They have also in Europe, they also have in Middle East. So, and with that, you could also learn about, you would like to explore about or explore and gain certifications as a certified professional in healthcare quality. They also provide that, or professional project management. They also offer that educational courses for nurses. So in terms of this, so it will further us to understand the ins and outs of a specific location or a country of your choice. So, example, the International Council of Nurses, or the INC, that most of the nurses worldwide are connected with, they can help registered nurses. They can help us to have fair knowledge about varying requirements of international communities. So, example, I am also connected, a member lately of Sigma Theta Tau International Society, Honor Society of Nurses, the second largest organization of nurses. They also provide international education platform for nurses who like to explore and enhance our skills, our knowledge in nursing. So try to explore into that. So take in, this is what I would like to say, take in all that global nursing programs have to offer and hone your skills with a vision to be better at what you do. So making a right choice is also important. By choosing the educational pathway to international career options, you can enhance your nursing skills, cultural insights, and communication strategies. So irrespective of what you choose to practice, international exposure comes with life-changing lessons. Take it from me because with my experience, it is definitely awesome when I've been having international education programs earned. So as what I mentioned, take it all that global nursing programs to offer and hone your skills with a vision to be better at what you do. Always remember the results are intangible but extremely valuable. So here's the source of my talk today. So I would like to end with this webinar with this quote from the founder of modern nursing, no other than Florence Nightingale. Always remember, nurses, let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives because learning is also it's continuous. So we must not consider ourselves if we already obtain our BSN, we already finished nurses. So we keep learning and enhancing our skills in order for us to provide the best and the most evidence-based practice to our patients. So that would be all with my presentation. Again for listening. I am Jules Alexis Bidahay, a nurse, an educator, a researcher, and a leader. So here's my email if you'd like to email some information about me and my personal phone if you'd like to talk about something about nursing. So thank you so much and good day, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable insights. Now the floor is open for the questions. I request all the participants kindly drop your questions in the chat box or Q&A text box. So there are few questions from the participants and sir. The first question is, what are the opportunities given by you for the enrollment?
I would like to clarify about what enrollment that he is referring to. The one who asked this, what opportunities given by you for enrollment?
Haripreet, could you type the complete question in the chat box, please?
If there's other questions, I am willing to answer it. They in the chat, I have seen about UniAstina, about certifications. They did not get the certificate and diploma. So actually, you just have to it might be there's some problem with the connection with your internet, with UniAstina, with their system. So you just have to actually they could have you could message them, and you can message them if you're concerned about it.
So they was asking about the enrollment as a clinical instructor, so.
Oh, as enrollment as a clinical instructor.
Yes. So they were asking like what are the opportunities are there for enrolling as a clinical instructor?
Oh, okay. As a clinical instructor, it is very important to to advance our knowledge in nursing in order for us to provide the best methodologies for our students. So, example, you would like to enroll into a master's degree in nursing. There are a lot, example, I am a master's degree in nursing here in the Philippines. I obtained that in Notre Dame de Jangas University. So you just have to go through with the process of their enrollment in order for you to admit into the school or university. So there are actually opportunities also for clinical instructor nowadays. Example here in the Philippines, because of the scars in qualified clinical instructor, because as a clinical instructor, you need to have a master's degree, and yet many of the instructors now do not have that. So that's already a violation to the Commission of Higher Education. So now they have this course, Masters in Nursing Education. This is just a 1 year course without thesis. So when you finish that 1 year course, you will be have obtained the title of MNED or MNED, so Masters in Nursing Education. So you're now qualified to teach in colleges, nursing colleges or universities.
So is there any age barrier for the joining as a clinical instructor, sir?
So actually, there's no we call it a barrier in terms of age. I've known a special friend of mine. He has a little bit of hesitation to take a master's degree in nursing because of his age. You know, because I think it's already in the 50s. But a friend of mine also told him, encouraged him to enroll because you need that as a health educator, as a nurse working in a hospital. You need also to advance your knowledge in nursing in order for you to also to share what you have learned in the academia and put that into practice into whatever setting you are in working. Yeah.
So there is other participants, like he or she is a clinical instructor and already had a master degree holder in Philippines. So what can you offer as advancement with regards to my status?
I am a clinical instructor and already a master's degree holder in the Philippines. What can you offer as advancement with regards? So you are a clinical instructor. So as what I have mentioned, as you could go through with a lot of advancement. So I would like to encourage you to pursue with doctor in nursing education or a doctor in nursing, because that's already another, that's the highest educational journey that as a professional nurse. So if you're already a master's degree, why not enroll into the highest degree, which is PhD in nursing education, or doctor in nursing practice, or DNP. Actually, doctor in nursing practice is not common here in the Philippines, common in the United States of America, because you will be specializing into some your path could be going into the advanced practice nursing. So you could go with DNP or DNS, or doctor in nursing science, or PhD in nursing if you are in the academia. So why not enroll in doctoral degree? Yeah, but because just like my example, in my situation, I this October actually I will be enrolling with my PhD in nursing education here in the Philippines, and I saw this in the internet in my LinkedIn about ACLAS, or the Atlanta College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. I am also studying doctor in business administration, because I would like also to know the landscape of business and leadership and apply that in my role as a nurse educator, as a nurse researcher in a college, and as an instructor to my students. I would like to delve into that and build a better understanding in the field of business.
And is there other questions, sir? For MSc nursing education, do we need to clear any IELTS?
For Master of Science in Nursing Education, exam it depends on the country that you are in, but I think most of the countries do not require any IELTS. It's just like also here in the Philippines, when you look up a Master of Science in Nursing Education, IELTS is not a requirement. But with other countries, most probably that English is not their native language, they might be required to take up IELTS to enroll. I've learned that because I just forgot the kind of platform, but they require me to take up IELTS. So because that country is English is not their primary language.
So like the same participant is asking, so like what is the language we will be using in Philippines?
Oh, it's English. So our national language is Filipino, but most of our mode of teaching language is in English. So if some countries international outside the Philippines would like to enroll here in the Philippines, so you just have to use the English language in order for you to enroll. You don't need to study our Filipino language because mostly of our mode of delivery, the language is English.
So that's good for the people who are interested to join nursing education in Philippines. So I guess this is the end of the questions. Like there are no other questions from the participants. Uh, Thank you for joining us today, sir, and spending your valuable time with us. I guess we'll take the last question for this webinar, sir. So our ESL here in I guess ESL here in the Philippine English are secondary languages. I guess they were answering to the last question, I guess.
Yeah, because there are some companies actually would require us to take up ESL, TESOL from foreign countries, no, outside the Philippines. Yes.
Okay, sir. Then yes, sir, this is the end of our day. Then thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us and answering all the questions. Thank
It's
you,
my
sir.
pleasure. Thank you so much also for having me as a speaker in this webinar.
Thank you, sir. Hope to see you with the same enthusiasm in our conference too.
Yeah, see you in November in the in the Global Nursing Congress.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you all. And all the participants will be receiving the certificates for this webinar in a week to your register mail IDs. Thank you. Have a good day all.